Hello. Okay, so in the previous two videos I showed you how to do, where is it? A button and a buttonhole. So in this video I'm going to tell you how to figure out how big your buttonhole should be if you have a buttonhole that's whatever size. Okay, so got my ruler. This button that I sewed onto my fabric in the previous video. Oh, there's my pen. Wait. Okay. That button was, take my ruler and measure it across the middle of the button, which should be the thickest part, because that's the part that has to go through the buttonhole no matter what. So this is about 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to say 5/8 wide. What I was taught in school and also in your sewing books, if your button, let me see if you can see this. Hopefully you can. Let me look in the viewfinder. Anyway, if your button is 5/8 or whatever measurement it is, you should always add 1/8 to it before you do your buttonhole. So that means if I added 1/8, okay, so I hope you can still see this and you're following me. If my buttonhole or my button is 5/8 of an inch wide, then I need to add 1/8 of an inch to find out how wide my buttonhole needs to be. So it's going to equal 6/8 of an inch, or 3/4 if you reduce it. So, looking on my ruler, I hope you can see this too. My ruler needs to be, or on my ruler, this is going to be 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. The 3/4 mark is the mark in between the next inch and the previous ½ inch. It's like right in the middle. So that's 3/4. It needs to be that wide. So take your paper, or your, not your paper, your fabric, and you should mark. The first mark you can start at the inch. I'll let you see that on here. Make sure this isn't gonna fall over. Okay. So first dot there, and then I'm gonna measure 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be 3/4 here. And either you want to do dots, or maybe you want to do a line with a little perpendicular looking mark in the middle, or maybe you want to do X's or just lines or whatever. But that's how I mark my buttonholes. And then I sew it on a sewing machine. You shouldn't be able to see your marks after you finish. So this is one that I had done in the previous video. You shouldn't be able to see any of the marks that I made to show where I was going to put my buttonhole. Okay? And that's really all you do. So this is a buttonhole that is 3/4 or 6/8 of an inch wide, which goes with a button that is 5/8 of an inch wide. So if I were to do my buttonhole, then that should fit in there perfectly, and it shouldn't be slipping out every 5 minutes or whatever. Okay? That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.